How's it going, guys? I'm here to review Saw 6 2009. This is going to be a damn good show.
You think it's the living that will have ultimate judgment over you.
What are you doing there? What do you want?
Because the dead.
So, of course, this film takes place after Saw 5. Hoffman traps Peter Strahm. Peter Strahm is killed off by walls closing in on him and squishing him to death. And yeah. And after that, you are then introduced to a dick insurance executive who must complete a number of tasks and games set by Hoffman to rescue his employees throughout the whole movie. Of course, these employees are trapped with the jigsaw traps that we all know and love. And while that is happening, the FBI is coming to suspect that Peter Strahm was not the jigsaw apprentice or the killer this whole time, and then they are now suspecting Detective Hoffman. So this draws Hoffman to protect his identity and just to pretty much to cut loose ends. Like, he has to kill everybody that knows, and he has to protect his identity so that way the whole world or the whole FBI doesn't know about him in a secret.
What is this? It's a game.
Hello, William. Before you are 6 of your most valuable associates. The ones who find errors in policies. Their findings.
And Jill Tuck from the last 2 Saw films, the ex-wife of John Kramer, she is secretly carrying out a task sent by Jigsaw through a mail after his death. And we don't know what the task is till the very end, of course. And once you watch the ending of this film, it will all make sense. Saw 6. Well, I thought this movie was a little bit better than Saw 5. I'm not going to lie. There was nothing wrong with Saw 5. It just felt kind of bland. Like I said in the last review, it kind of felt bland compared to the first 4. But Saw 6 is a little bit of a step up, in my opinion. Just right off the bat, this movie was just a little of a step up. When this film came out in 2009, I think this movie was beaten by Paranormal Activity 2 in the box office. So it did good, but not as good as, of course, like other films such as Paranormal Activity. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why they were running out of ideas, or maybe that's why they wanted to end the franchise with the next movie, but I'll get to that later. This film also came out in the same year where insurance policies, the economy, all that shit was just a bitch in that year. So when this movie came out, this movie was sort of like a fuck you to that era, to that time. So this film's kind of like a revenge type of film to the insurance policies and economies. Like, for crying out loud, they use, in this movie, as its victims, they use the insurance employees, kind of like a big middle finger to the economy in that year. And the score and the gore is great. The story is interesting. So I enjoyed this film. I thought it was way better than Saw 5. Saw 6 is pretty good. Obviously, Saw 6 is still not as good as the first 4, in my opinion, but it is better than Saw 5.
Listen to me, okay? My parents are sick, okay? They need me. I'm all they have.
You're fucking lying. Your parents hate you. They cut you off.
I'm pregnant.
No, she's not. She's lying. She fucking lies.
So I would rate this movie a 7.5 out of 10. In my last review, it was a 7 out of 10, but like I said, it's a little of a huge step up, so a 7.5 out of 10. So that was my quick review of Saw 6 2009. Please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
But you may be mistaken. But I am still among you. When faced with death, who should live versus who will live are 2 entirely separate things.
If it's Halloween, it must be Saw.
You will be put to the test.
Saw 6.